Hey folks, warmer, a little more humid across the valley tonight as the warm air mass starts to kind of build in and the rain starts to move out. We had a couple of showers today, but for the most part, probably 80% of the valley was dry. These are the currents: 81 Port Isabel, 82 on the island, Brownsville's 81. Then you move westward. We're about the same across the entire valley tonight. Temperature somewhat uniform. Dew points are back in the 70s everywhere. The closer you get to the coast, generally, the higher those dew points are. Mid 70s across the region. That's up into the very humid category, and that could sneak up a little bit more over the next few days. It's going to be hot, and there's going to be a lot of humidity to go with it. Here's your temperatures tonight. Your lows only in the mid to upper 70s. The island about 79, and then tomorrow we're right back up in the 90s again, and this is probably the coolest of the next few days. Look at the 7-day temperature trends, and we're keeping temperatures in the 90s for the next 2 days, low 90s, but look how it goes up. By Tuesday and Wednesday, you're looking at 100 degrees across a lot of the valley. It is going to get hot early next week, partially because of the circulation around that tropical system, Cristobal, but also because of a big upper level high building in on top of us. As temperatures go up, the rain chances go down, and starting Sunday, I think we are dry for the foreseeable future. Now, if we take a look, we zoom out a little bit and take a look at our tropical system now, a tropical depression down over southern Mexico and parts of Central America. Try to find a center in this. Where do you think the middle of this tropical depression is right now? Can you pick the spot on there where it's located? Well, it's way down here over the landmass. Dry air's coming in. There's some shear with it. All the big convection, all the big thunderstorms are north of that center. So let's put it together. Again, it's down here. It's going to move northward eventually, probably starting tomorrow. But again, there's that center point way down there. See where it's gone, kind of meandered down here. But it's going to start to move northward tomorrow. By the time you get to tomorrow night, it's back over the open waters of the Gulf, and then it starts to gain strength again. And I think by Sunday morning, you're up to probably around 60-mile-per-hour winds. Notice the window of movement's gotten a lot smaller because now there's more certainty. The model's coming together on where this is going to go. By the time you get to Sunday evening, it's close to the Louisiana coast, and eventually by Monday evening, it's up over almost Shreveport, moving northward across Louisiana, then into Arkansas. Then it ends up over the Ohio Valley eventually by the time we get to the middle of next week. But staying east of us like that, that gives us a northerly, dry, downsloping flow. And if you watch here, watch where we are. Cristobal goes way by us to the east, and there's nothing here. Maybe a brief shower Saturday, but after that, there's not much chance because all the spinning, you get a northwesterly flow aloft, everything comes together just to make it downright hot. The rest of the story with this as it goes by is it's going to send some pretty big waves out to the coast. So we're going to see high tides and large breakers at the island this weekend, about 6-foot seas probably right at the coast, and the water probably going all the way up to the dunes. So not the best weekend to put your tent out on the beach because it may not be there by the end of the weekend. Now, by the time we look at this, that storm moves away, gets scooped up by the upper level storm, and then here comes the high. That's what helps make it hot for next week. Let's look at the weekend forecast. Partly cloudy with a brief shower on Saturday, and then very warm on Sunday up into the mid-90s. If you're headed to the coast, about 86 on Saturday, 87 on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine. It'll be a beautiful weekend. It's going to be gorgeous at the beach, but just keep in mind there's not going to be a whole lot of beach to work with because of the water run-up on the dunes. Partly cloudy, some patchy late-night fog, 74 tonight, then tomorrow back to 92. Could be an isolated shower. Thunderstorm, most of us stay dry. Here you go. The next 7 days, there go those temperatures off the chart. By the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, around 100 degrees. Western part of the valley probably hotter than that. Heat index readings probably closer to 110. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.